All right, let's solve one of those classic grammar puzzles that trips everybody up. How do you make words ending in Y plural? You know, like babies and ladies. The good news? It's actually way easier than you think.
So let's just dive right in. Have you ever been writing something and you just stop? Because you're wondering, wait a second, the plural of baby is babies, but the plural of boy is boys? What is going on there? It feels totally random, I know, but trust me, there's a really simple rule hiding in plain sight.
And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to solve this Y plural puzzle once and for all. And the solution, the big secret, all comes down to just one thing, the letter that comes right before that final Y.
Okay, so let's get into the first and honestly most important piece of this puzzle. This is the rule that explains words like baby and lady.
Here's the deal. If a word ends in a consonant, any letter that isn't A, E, I, O, or U, and then a Y, you're going to change that Y to I, E, S. That's it. It's a super consistent rule you can always count on.
Let's see this rule in action, because it makes it so much clearer. Take the word baby. What's the letter before the Y? It's B, which is a consonant. So we drop the Y and add IES to get babies. It is the exact same pattern for lady becoming ladies, party turning into parties, and fairy becoming fairies. See? Once you spot the consonant, the pattern is always the same.
Okay, so that's one half of the puzzle totally solved. Now, let's flip the coin over and look at the other side. This is the part that explains why we have words like boys. We're talking about the vowel plus Y rule. And this is where you see the huge difference. For words that end in a vowel, so A, E, I, O, or U, followed by a Y, all you do is add an S. That's it. No swapping letters, no changing anything. Way simpler, right? Let's look at a few examples just to lock it in. The word day ends in AY. Well, A is a vowel, so it just becomes days. Boy ends in OY, and O is a vowel, so it becomes boys. Same exact logic for guy becoming guys and donkey becoming donkeys. It's almost like that vowel acts as a shield, protecting the Y from getting changed.
So let's just put the two rules right next to each other. It's super clear this way. On the left, you've got a consonant before the Y, like in baby, which means you swap the Y for IES. On the right, you've got a vowel before the Y, like in boy, which means you just tack on an S. That's it. That's the whole game right there. But, just when you think you've got English all figured out, it loves to throw in a little twist. So let's talk about the one special case you absolutely need to know. Proper names. So this is pretty much the one big exception to that first rule we learned. Even if a person's name or a place name ends in a consonant plus Y, we usually just add an S. Here's how that looks in the real world. If you're talking about the whole Kennedy family, you'd write the Kennedys with a YS, not KENNEDIES. Or say you really don't like the second month of the year. You'd say, ugh, I hate Februaries. For proper nouns, the rule is to just keep that Y.
Okay, so we've covered the two main rules and the one big exception. Let's boil this all down to a super simple takeaway. Think of it as a quick mental checklist you can use anytime you're writing.
Here it is. It's this simple. Anytime you have a word ending in Y and you need to make it plural, just do this. First, look at the letter right before the Y. Step 2, is it a consonant? Cool. Change the Y to IES, unless, of course, it's a proper name. And step 3, is it a vowel? Even easier. Just add an S. That's all there is to it.
So after all that, what have we learned? It all just comes down to asking yourself one simple question about that letter before the Y. Is it a consonant or is it a vowel? Your answer tells you exactly what to do.
And there you have it. You have now officially mastered one of the most common, tricky spots in English plurals. So now that you've got this down, what other confusing English rule should we break down next? Let us know.